Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If we could get 400 likes on the video, that would be bloody fantastic. Now, I just have one thing to say to you guys. Isn't it great when things just work? Feels like a Honda advert from the 90s, or whenever it was. But the point is, let's have some highlights. I'll join you guys in a sec. Lacrosse, and it's in from Stuani. Palace have the lead here. Christian Stuani with the goal. Not a good start for us here at all. This is bad. For Agger, he's going to get to the byline. Maybe get one in. Whips it across. Fabio, it's in the back of the net. I think it's an own goal from James MacArthur, actually. No, it's Fabio. Wimbledon 1, Palace 1, straight after the break, and we're back level. Good stuff. Maly's out wide. I don't know how good his crossing is. Whips it across. Fabio brings it down. Blocked. Masek, and it's a goal. And within 2 minutes of the restart, we've gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. What a half-time change that was. 2-1. And the corner for Agger. Comes back for Maly. It's in, and it's 3-1. Wimbledon 3, Crystal Palace 1, 6 minutes, 3 goals. Oh, Maly, man. Oh, over the top from Muto, shouldn't really be on the pitch. Stuani at the back post. Oh my god, how's that gone in? He scored it anyway. Palace 3, oh, it's a surefire own goal. Are you joking? Ramselaar's going into the box here. He's all the way through. Oh, he's at the post and it's gone in off of a heating. My goodness. Own goals galore today. It was 1-0 to Palace at halftime. 15 minutes later and it's 4-2. We're winning again though. They can slip it through. Fabio's in again. Saved. Agger. Goal. 5-2 to Wimbledon. Wimbledon 5, Crystal Palace 2, Tobias Agger. What a game. What a second half. 5-2. Perfect. Cook to whip one in. Sissoko's there and Balotelli's headed it in. We've conceded from a corner. Wouldn't you know it? Fabio brings it away. Murphy does pick it up this time. That's better. Reeves is on the break as well. Oh, over the top. Murphy's through here. Can he get the equaliser? Colin Murphy, yes! 10 minutes to go at St James's Park. Wimbledon have an equaliser and it's Colin Murphy again off the bench to get the goal. And that's a huge point if we can hang on. And there we go. Newcastle 1, Wimbledon 1. We nearly won it at the end. Great point though. Belotti slips it through for Redmond, and they've scored inside 20 seconds. The perfect start. Kovacic, Agger strike, Agger's rebound, and it's in, and we've done brilliantly since going behind. We've pretty much dominated since then. Southampton 1, Wimbledon 1. We're really looking good these days. Belotti, he's got across the near post, and it's 2-1 to Southampton. It's a shame. We've actually played really well today away against a good side, but we do trail now, which is disappointing. For Foke again. Kovacic just will not... Oh, God. Bad play. 3-1 Southampton. Really poor. We were doing so well in this game, but unfortunately the injury to Masek really hampered us, and Kovacic just will not track back. Well, there we go, guys. 3-1. The injury to Roman Masek absolutely decimated us. Oh, he goes short instead for Ramselaar. Will he shoot or will he pull it back? Pulls it back for Fabio. Fabio scored the equaliser. Perfect vision from Ramselaar and perfect finish from Fabio. 1-1, game on. Agger looks long and Maly's at the back post and he scored it. Incredible cross, an incredible goal. Radek Maly, and it's now 2-1. Looks out wide for Agger, who always seems to be free on that wing. Can he get around his man? He does. Ball in. Fabio's across and it is 3-1 to Wimbledon. Agger and Fabio. This right-hand side has torn Watford apart today. Ramselaar again. Fabio, can he spin it back in for him? He can. This will complete it. Oh my goodness. This is champagne football. Watford are 4-1 down to us now. This right wing has just been OP today. Post. Morales has gone round him and... Oh, he scored. Really bad defending from us there. We should be putting this game to bed by now. I mean, it should be to bed already, really, but that was poor. For Ramselaar, has he got another one in him? Gets into Fabio. Back for Maly. Oh, what a strike that is. The football on the edge of the box is outrageous. 5-2 again here. We're scoring a lot of goals at home now lately. There we go, 5-2. You could look at that and say Watford were unlucky, but we tore them apart down that right wing. On the edge of the box is Sav. Oh, what a strike! We lead at Old Trafford. A win here, and I tell you what, guys, I'd start to consider us starting to get a little bit safe if we were to win here, but still a long way to go. Oh, Dybala's in behind. 2 players on him. Nouri's into space, and this must be the equaliser for United, and it is. Disappointing. That all came from one of our players not making that run from midfield. Really disappointing. Loveridge has got... There we go. Man United 1, Wimbledon 1. We got a point at Old Trafford. That is outrageous. Right, guys, we're back. And before we do anything, you can see the league table. You can see what's happened. We'll talk about that in a sec. Question of the day. And today's question is this. What kind of music do you like? What is your favourite type of music? I think I might have talked about this briefly, perhaps on one of the first questions of the day I did many months ago. But basically, I like a bit of everything, really. Like, I could be listening to, like, deathcore one day, and then the next day, like, chart music, because I really like both. I see no reason why you can't. I don't subscribe to you have to like one type of music. Bullshit. Like what you like, you know, I just like music in general, regardless of whether you agree on what constitutes what you like. It doesn't matter, because that's the great thing about music. It's all down to personal taste. Like, my favourite band at the moment is a band called Our Last Night, but I've also been into some sort of like Australian hardcore stuff lately, metalcore stuff, things like, well, what used to be I Kill the Prom Queen. They have a new album, I think, though, and Amity Affliction, In Heart's Wake, those types of bands. But yeah, and Beartooth, even though they're not Australian, I know. But I've been really into Beartooth as well lately. So yeah, that sort of stuff. I mean, and But at the same time, I also enjoy like ambient stuff and post-rock and all that kind of thing, basically. And then on another day, it's pop music with, you know, bangers and all sorts, basically. I just love a bit of everything, frankly, to be honest. And also, like, just British rock music as well. And when I say rock music, I mean, like, current stuff, like Mallory Knox and bands like that. So, yeah, bands I sort of not grew up listening to, but, like, they were just coming out when I was playing in bands 3 or 4 years ago, basically. So it was weird to see how some of them have grown so much. But anyway, what kind of music do you guys like? Do drop it in the comments. And if you do have any ideas for a question of the day, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOT. So, yes, we're 14th. We've had some crazy good I think for the most part we've been good. And also, look at this. Fabio has 13 assists in the Premier League, the second best. For a striker, that is mental. Admittedly, we play him as attacking midfield sometimes, but still, it's crazy how good he's been this year. Now, I did try to sign him. I went in again. I got a bid accepted of 7... What was it? 7... They wanted 28 million this time. But I went in with a bid of... once they said that, I thought, right, let's try and do this sensibly. So I put a bid in of 7.5 million with 15 million over the next 48 months. And I thought, that might do it. They accepted the bid. It would only take like 10 million this year, which would be fine. Contract came round, he wasn't even vaguely interested in even entering talks. We couldn't offer him anything, we couldn't do nothing. So that's a bit of a shame. I might try and get him on loan next year, but if he doesn't come back, that'll be a real blow to us. But there we go. So that's another thing to quickly talk about. But yeah, we're 14th in the league. We've had some superb results. You know, away against... Sorry, not away. At home to Palace, we were superb. I made one change and it completely flipped the game on them. It really, really did. And that was to go through the middle, and we tore them apart through that. Obviously, the own goals were a bit of a surprise for both sides, but there you go. Newcastle away, brilliant on Colin Murphy, just about did it for us in the end. Southampton away, we just weren't good enough. Once Roman Masic went off, and he's going to be gone for the rest of the year with a torn hamstring, we were terrible. Reeves just could not do it for him. We then played a friendly to get some confidence back. Next match, went out against Watford, and down that right-hand side, Ramselaar and Agger tore things apart. They tore it up. I mean, and I've got to say, Radek Maly's starting to get some more, like, I'm really starting to like him. There is a proper relationship going on between Maly and me. Hello? Episode title right there. So yeah, next up though, Man United. I mean, that was just an incredible match. George Saville put us in front, and Daniel Bachmann got a 9.2, which makes me think the goalkeepers have been fixed, or the ratings for them. We were very lucky to get away with that. I absolutely admit that. But the point is, we're looking a lot better, and with the games we've got left, I think we can stay up now, and I think it's much, much more sensible than it has been in the past. So let's quickly take a little look at the squad. So top goal scorer is Fabio with 18. Radek Maly has 10, which is lovely. 6 for Colin Murphy, but he's only started 2 games, so that's still not bad for off the bench performances. As for the last 5 matches, look at that. Bart Ramselaar, 8.3. I cannot wait to get dug into those stats at the end of the year. I still haven't found out if you guys want to see that extra analysis episode, but I hope you do. Yeah, I can't wait to just really get in depth. It might be quite long, but some of you, you know, that's the great, beautiful thing. You don't have to watch it if that's not interested in you. It will not be affecting the series in any way. It'll be a separate video on the same day, just as some extra content, if that's something you guys might be interested in. So, without further ado, let's get going. Now, I've decided that we've had some weird luck with live comms lately. Like, for example, we lost 5-1 against Swansea, then we did really well against Cardiff, but then we drew against Leicester when we should have won. So, right, Manquillo is back, which is good, but they keep wanting to put... I don't know why, but they keep wanting to put Kim Dong-Hwan in there. And, okay, he did okay away at United, but no. So we're going to go with Maly, Schala, Fabio, Agger, Saville... I wish we had Masek back there. Ramselaar, Scherf, Planic, who's been a bit iffy at times this month. Anderson, Manquillo, and Bachmann, of course, who's in brilliant form. Now, because of our bad luck, I thought, what can I do? We need a talisman. We need something that can give us a bit of a boost. And I'm not going to wear a giraffe onesie in every episode or a suit. So I did a little bit of rummaging around, and I found this. This is a hat. It's not my hat. This is M's hat. But it is essentially a bear hat. So I'm going to wear this. It doesn't even fit on my head properly. And you remember I told you guys a little while ago that hats don't really fit on my head very well. Well, this is a prime example of that. Does that look alright? That'll do for now. I feel like one of the lost boys in Peter Pan. Right, so, this is going to be our good luck charm. I'll have to try something new if we don't win. But I'm hoping that we do. I can't hear myself talking very well now because these are just covering my ears. So let's get this back on here. Go to goal action. We need a win against Fulham. They've just got a new manager. They sacked Alan Kirbishley, who was the manager. Interestingly, this is something I found hilarious earlier. I got a notification that said, Arsenal win the quadruple. And I thought to myself, what? The title's not even finished yet, and the FA Cup's not won. And the best thing was like, Brendan Rodgers, who's the Arsenal manager, of course, is delighted. Wait. Shit. Oh, buggery balls. Right, that's my bad. I've put the wrong tactic in. No, we're okay. Phew. But yeah, so it said Brendan Rodgers, the Arsenal manager, is delighted having won the quadruple. And I thought, well, what does it call the quadruple? Well, apparently the Community Shield, the Capital One Cup, the European Super Cup, and the Club World Cup. That is the quadruple, apparently. Only Brendan Rodgers would ever consider that to be the quadruple. It's the most honest quadruple, that's for sure. And it's got great character. Anyway, that can't be the Pepe, can it? This is incredibly hot wearing this hat. But anyway, we just need a good performance. We've done some decent analysis this month. A lot of the things we've done in games have changed things for the better, but we still need some top performances from the likes of Aga. He's key for us today. I might be tempted to switch it to control a little bit earlier today, because that's worked really well for us, particularly against Palace and Watford in those home games to really push home the point. But we'll see how Fulham are playing a bit first. Rotario... No! Great save again. Tell you what, Bachmann is a monster. He might only be 2-star rated, but I want to get him this. I want to get him permanently, I do. Hello, Fulham have started really strongly. We can't afford that. Charlotte, no. DePaul. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, wow, he's missed an absolute sitter. Right, I'm actually going to go on to control immediately here, because I just feel like we need to get a foothold in this game before it's too late. That's one of the problems we've had in games, was I think sometimes starting on counter can actually cause all kinds of problems when you're playing against good sides, particularly against them at home, where we seem to want to try and enforce ourselves a bit more. Kane. And interestingly, Rotario dropped a little deeper. That's when I want my goalkeeper to come, it really is. So, Fulham have done all the running so far. I need to take a little look at these pro zone stats while this is still 0-0, because Fulham are doing all kinds of good things. Look at the space! Oh, that's a goal. What are we playing at? Like, that's really bad from us, just because it just looked like we were just standing there waiting for them to score. How are we so bad in these home games all of a sudden? Like, we seem to... I think we went behind against Watford and against Palace in those matches, and obviously we turned them round, which was great, but I don't get why we keep going behind early on in these matches. Look, watch the run. Nobody's even going near him, and then goalkeeper sort of... They come and then they stop, and then... It's like the animation starts too early, and then that causes them to not be there where you want them to be. Right, okay. We're going to take a look at the stats very early on in this one. We've been really successful down the right wing. Fulham have done a lot with 8 and 15. Who are 8 and 15? So 8 is DePaul, but I don't really know what to do. He's a winger. 15 is Kofi. Let's close him down a little bit more. And Pavoletti, I find it hard to believe that, you know, yeah, he won't play that many key passes, but he's just scored the goal. Let's close him down if we could, lads. That'd be lovely. It's hard to tell at this point. These heat maps are pissing me off. I know we haven't got that much information yet, but they still seem to be much more vague than they were. Saville with the ball. Headed away, comes back to Maly, to Ramsalar, back to Maly. This is lovely stuff. Head tennis from the two of them. Oh, how are we not level? The chance was there. This could... Oh, please don't be a repeat of the Leicester City game, where everything just seems to go right, except the goals going in the net part of things. Okay, so... we've completed 4 out of our 10 crosses. That's something to note already. Let's go and exploit these flanks and maybe even look for the... No, we won't have the overlap looking just yet. That's more of a kind of desperation thing later on. I don't want to get caught too out the pitch, particularly with... I just still don't trust fullbacks on this game just yet. Ramsalar, poor play again. Sherved us superbly well, though. That's what I wanted to see from Toure when he was playing for us. That's poor again. Pavoletti, DePaul. He's run... Fulham are playing a lot of... I don't know, I feel like we could get in behind them, though. Fabio is in there. Can he get the ball back across? Pull it back. Maly! Oh, the chance was there. Right, we're being outnumbered, apparently. We've got more possession than them, which helps. Oh, don't you dare. I think we'd be value if we were to get an equaliser soon, but we need to work hard and analyse our way towards that. Great tackle from Scherf. That's what Toure would not do, and that's why I refuse to play him now. Saville again. Right, we're getting a bit more chances here. Anderson! Oh, we've hit the woodwork. Right. I'm starting to get the feeling this is going to be just like the Leicester City game, where everything we do is so good except for the finish at the... Oh, what are you doing? No, why would he let that roll out? To me, you've got a really good chance for a counter-attack and they just don't take it. It's really strange. Right, let's take another little look at the analysis, see if we can get any more information here. We're completing a shitload of crosses. Fulham are getting a lot of key passes, though. Right, so I wonder if we close them down a bit more and... prevent that as well, but also look for that overlap, because we are so dangerous down these wings. We may as well make the most of this, because I think our best chance of scoring a goal is going to come from a cross, because Fulham just don't seem to have any ability to defend them. Look, we've completed so many crosses so far. Saville, pull it across. Maly scores, and I don't know if that's a cross or not, but I don't really care. This is Maly's month. It really has been superb from him. The brace that he got against Watford was superb. But remember, in that game, Fabio actually got 2 assists and 2 goals. I nearly brought him off, but I just thought, was that Saville that put that across? It was a lovely little ball across, and Maly scores the goal on the half-an-hour mark, and we've got what I would consider to be a deserved lead now. And if we were to win here, 35 points from... Well, no, sorry, it would be 37 points. Wow, that would push us up to 11th. Though we would have a game in hand. Sorry, the other teams would have a game in hand on us. Fabio's ball. Maly... Right, hang on. We got a penalty. Did Pepe just try to... I think he probably tried to take a bite out of him, or he's probably got like a switchblade in his pocket or something. If we take the lead here, this will be one hell of a turnaround, and I will take it with open arms. Schala steps up, takes the penalty, and we're 2-1 up against Fulham. This, I think, could be the win that would keep us in the Premier League. 37 points after 33 matches. To me, it would be a lot to throw away, considering we'd have a 9-point gap then. We really have been excellent this month. Once Schala came back, although Kovacic did okay, but really I had to keep playing him. Even when we played our 4-2-3-1 system, I had to deploy him as a winger rather than a... Oh, Fabio's in there! It's 3! This is exactly what happened against Watford and against Palace. We just seemed to get a click. We'd go behind, we'd get that equaliser, and then all of a sudden the players would just get this surge of confidence, like electricity flowing through them. Maly does superbly here to take these guys on, pulls it back, and who else but Aga to deliver an absolutely perfect ball, and Fabio goes with his foot, and it's 3-1 to Wimbledon now. Expect there to be more goals in this game, because we just don't seem to keep teams out. And no matter how... I found that usually what happens is, once they went defensive against the likes of Palace and Watford, is that's when they started to come back into the game. Not defensive, but just to try and ease off of things a little bit. And I found that for some reason in these home games, the best thing we can do is to keep piling on the pressure. Let's take a little look at the stats for the first half. Look at that cross completion. That is outrageous. 8 completed crosses. Fulham, I think everything that they're doing kind of plays right into our hands at this point. We're going to take a quick look at their players though and see if there is anyone that's doing anything that we need to really shut down. 8 key passes for Bruno Fernandes. Right. Okay, right. What I'm going to do is something I did in another game, and I think it worked quite well. I can't remember which game it was, but I assigned George Saville, even though he's a box-to-box, and it might leave us a little bit lacking going forward. I actually assigned him, rather than one of my centre-backs, to basically man-mark the key player for their team. I cannot remember which game it was, but it worked like a treat. I think it was against Crystal Palace. I can't remember. There was a player for Palace that was doing all kinds of things in the first half. Right. Oh, no, it was against Watford, I think. I think it was Cardona. Right. So, I'm just going to do a little... Looking uninterested. Okay. Encourage. We're just going to encourage them. No stress right now. No problems. Schala now with the ball in. A 4th goal, though, and this is game, set, and also all of the tennis matches. We've basically won Wimbledon. Okay, yeah, tennis puns are coming soon. Scherf now. I'll tell you what. This hat might be to stay. Let me know what you think about that one. It is incredibly hot, though. Like, I can feel my eyes sweating. Ramselaar, he seems to turn into a monster in these second halves against Maly. Can he get past his man? Goes out wide for Aga. Aga all the way across, and Fabio makes it 4. And we are cruising to another superb victory at home. It's the home form we needed to sort out. And, I mean, not that it... away form was always going to struggle in this first year, but now that we're starting to be absolutely... bloody fantastic at home. We've scored now 14 goals in our last 3 home matches. That is more like it. Our goal difference doesn't even look that bad now, which is just outrageous. I think what it is we've tightened up away from home and aren't conceding as many goals. Okay, Liverpool game, notwithstanding. But the point is, go on, win that. Okay, Pavoletti, just... where's number 18 going? Number 18 should be making a tackle there rather than backing away from him. Particularly when we're set to close him down, which is the worrying thing there. Kavanagh... What? No, that didn't cross the line, did it? Oh, okay. Danny Drinkwater's got... This is what always happens. Seriously, against Palace and Watford, the same thing happened. DePaul puts this ball in, headed by Drinkwater. I'm going to have to take a closer look here. Okay. Fair enough. Didn't look like it crossed the line to me, but there we go. We're going to stay on the press, though, to make sure that we don't take a foot off the gas. Fabio, it's got space for Ramselaar. This guy can thread a ball like nobody's business. Maly's through, and it's 5-2 again. It's the same game 3 times this month. Ramselaar has been a key pass machine. Maly's in there again, and now he's starting to click. We're starting to click, and it's all looking lovely. Ramselaar he's able to pick the ball up in these areas, and he always finds the right pass. It's a fantastic finish, though, from Maly to actually get that in the goal from there. And we've not even made any subs yet. Right, where do we go from here? Substitutions-wise, who's not looking too perfect for us today? Planic, is the lowest rated player on the team other than Manquillo, and I'd be tempted to actually get Manquillo off for Nigord. Now, coming back to what I was saying about replacing centre-backs in the last game, in the game against Palace, At half-time, Mark Anderson had a 5.6 because he'd made the mistake that led to their goal, and he'd also made another mistake that nearly led to a goal. I wasn't going to keep him on the pitch. I replaced him and we won 5-2. That's my point. You can't just leave them on because they're centre-backs. It's not a reasonable attitude towards the game. You need to change players. If they're not playing well, get them off. It's as simple as that, really. That's my attitude. A attitude, yeah. No, that's really, really narcissistic. Do we want one more change? They're both on hat-tricks again. I'm going to keep them on. I want one of them to finally complete a hat-trick because we never seem... They've scored so many braces this year from these sort of games. I really want one of them to step up and score the hat-trick. If one of them scores a hat-trick, I'll get them off and... Oh, buggery. Pulled hamstring for Tobias Agger, rather. That is the last thing we need right now. Loveridge will come in for him. Oh, actually, no. Better idea. Ramselaar out wide, and then Agger can come off for Reeves. But that's a really disappointing... Oh, God, we can't afford to lose Agger. Agger is our, kryptonite to other teams. Then again... I feel like we probably may have done enough already. I don't know whether we've got enough points to stay up already, but I feel like we'll gain enough over the remaining games to definitely stay up. I feel like this month has been our crowning glory of the season. It's finally clicked, and it's taken a little while. Fair enough. But these things are always going to happen. We were always going to take our while to work our way in. Yes, we had some terrible results at the early part of the season, but it doesn't matter. Look what I mean. They always come back at you in the second half in these games, and it's our third 5-2 victory of the season at home. 2 assists for Tobias Agger again. Oh, dearie me. Right, I'm incredibly warm in this hat, so let's get to the end of this episode and see who we're going to be playing in the next episode. You already know, in fact, it's going to be Swansea City away, who aren't even close to the relegation zone anymore. They may even still be above us. Now, that win probably doesn't move us up that much because other teams have yet to play, I believe. But yeah, we're going to be playing Swansea in the next episode, guys, so do look forward to that. If you have enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have started to enjoy the series a little bit more now that we're really starting to get it in there, then please do smash the like button. That would be magnificent. Just destroy it. Make it so that it never exists again. But yeah, so we've got Everton away. We've got all of our slightly winnable games are away from home, which is a bit of a worry. But I feel like if we can take a couple of points from them, even if we finish the season on a bit of a whimper, we'll stay up, I think. Anyway, guys, do subscribe to the channel. That would be magnificent. And I will join you guys in the next episode for the away game, at Swansea City to finish things off. And if you guys wanted to see that, I would already know about the analysis thing, and you will see that probably an hour or so after that episode as well to put it up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.